Hello, Spoons313 here, and as you might see in front of you, it's a little bit close up because I'm in my teeny weeny little office in my flat here. Whoops, just kicked the tripod. Since the last time I did a Spoons313's acquisitions, I've picked up quite a lot more than just a peeny little tiny box of PS1 games that I had last time. So what I'm going to do here is just quickly see if I can get a better view of this just to show people. Looking down, I don't know if this is going to be any good because I can't see, but there we are, a bit of an unkempt angle, quite a lot there. And I'm going to go through and show what I've picked up. After my wife wheeling me around car boot sales and charity shops to get out and do things. And you know, she goes crazy, but when I see games and see ones I haven't got, I just need to add them to my collection. And this is what I've got over the last couple of months. So let's take a little look through and see what I've got. So to start with, we're going to start with another stack of PS1 games like last time. So to start with, I'm just going to set up a little corner here, and I'm going to try and profile what I'm showing. Let's just bring it in a bit, I think. Can't really, let's bring it back slightly, we can't get too close. There we go. Right, so to start with, we have Top Gun Fire at Will by Microprose. The case is in bad condition, it's completely cracked across the top there. I don't know if you can see that, me put my arm in front of the camera, but it's cracked across the top. Doesn't have its book in there or anything like that. The disc's in fairly good condition. I'm not going to have time to go through each and every single disc like that, but it has no book, but disc's okay. And the basis of the Top Gun game, if you haven't played it. You're Maverick, you've got a heavily armed F-14 Tomcat to fly, Commander Honda on your back and a swarm of MiGs on your tail. Dogfight enemy bogies over stunning terrain through a massive number of missions, featuring live action video music from the movie. Be the best of the best, just for the thrill of it. So yes, I have a copy of Top Gun Fire at Will. So let's take that one away. Let's put it on my desk behind me. Next up, Gran Turismo 2. The real driving simulator for PS1. And in my estimation, pretty good condition actually. Very, very good condition. Very good condition indeed. The case has got one arm snapped on it, but it's got all the discs in it. 2 discs inside, and the books relative to the game. Let's get this here quickly. Yeah, you can see the top of the case is broken, but it has its books. Gran Turismo 2, the real driving simulator by Polyphony Digital. I do collect for the PS1 and the PS2. From then on I went on to Xbox, so I don't collect for any of the other modern systems. But I do love Gran Turismo games, and I've now actually got the original Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2, and of course Gran Turismo 3, Gran Turismo A-Spec and all that sort of thing for PS2. Let's keep going through. Let's just quickly show what we've got. So we've got Cool Borders 2, broken case, has its book and everything inside it. It's pretty typical for PS1 games cases to be broken. They never did quite survive well. Just, you know, you're cack-handed once, you just drop it from a height of about 2 inches from the ground and they shatter into pieces. That's how foolhardy they were. But yeah, Cool Borders 2 for the PS1. Put that behind me. And then we have Mickey's Epic Adventure on the PS1. My wife being a Disney freak, that's going to be one that she'll be playing at some point. I don't, you can see him properly when I turn him around like that, so I'm just trying my best here. What I've got to work with has its disc and its book. Again, the arm on the case is broken. I have got some games that haven't got broken arms on the cases, but on this occasion it is broken. But there we are, there's the disc and the book. So it is complete. And I have actually briefly tested that game. I did pop it on, being it's Disney, my wife wanted to know. And yeah, she loves that game. Starts off with old black and white Steamboat Willie on there, because that's who was there before Mickey. Demolition Racer. There's quite a few Demolition Racer. This is Demolition Racer re-released for the Best of Infogrames action line when they re-released their games again. Kind of like the Platinum range on PS2. It's a pretty bog standard demolition game. It's in very good condition actually. The case is really good condition. It's got the book in there and you can see it's the Best of Infogrames. Obviously it's not the original release of Demolition Racer by Infogrames, but you know, it's in really good condition. It's quite a fun game. It's only one of the other couple I've actually tried. I haven't played any of the others. So yeah, but not bad. It's like a standard arcade driver on rails Demolition Racer. You get used to the, well, I suppose you could say for the PS1 the graphics on it aren't too bad. Graphics isn't everything in games. It's quite fun. It gets quite repetitive after a while, but it's a PS1 game and I love me driving games on the PS1. And like I said just now, I have the first Gran Turismo. I absolutely love Gran Turismo. The case is broken. The first Gran Turismo is on one disc. So it's the one disc, but it also has its nice book and everything there with it, just to show you. And I have actually started playing that one. Just started doing the licenses. Oh, look at that! What a fool! Oh dear, oh dear. See what I mean? Just touching it slightly and it gets shy and tries to run away and break. Let's just pop that back together. Like that. Corner's being a bit of a bugger. Right, I've got that in there. So there we go. Micro Machines V3. I definitely had a play on that. It's a bit weird trying to get used to the controls on Micro Machines V3. As you know, you're going across the screen in one direction and up, and then of course it's got to come down and go back up. So the controls will end up being reversed to what they are to start with, and my brain isn't as good as it used to be when I was in my teens and I used to play this. But I was getting the hang of it, and I love all the characters on it, like Spider on there, and the cool Chinese guy, which I always play as he goes, "Hello." I love Micro Machines V3, so I was happy to find a copy of that. Moving on, we've got a lot to get through here. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Why? Because I like Scooby-Doo, and I don't know, it's just a PS1 game, it's in good condition, so I had it. I've never played this game before, I don't know what it's like, but the book is in there. I don't think I even showed the Micro Machines book and everything. The book is in there, the disc's in good condition. I'm just knocking it over here. The book is in... Damn you! I'll kick your ass! There we go. Book's in... Dry mouth. Book's in good condition, so's the disc. And if I didn't show Micro Machines V3, that's already tested, I know it works, and there it is. I've just got to do this very briefly because I'm already in a lot of pain today as usual. It's really killing me. I've got to get on with it. That's my hobby. I will be doing little videos on pretty much all of these games as I get to them and play them. And then I've also got another Disney game. I haven't actually even watched this movie, or maybe I've watched a part of it, I'm not quite sure. It's Disney's Atlantis, The Lost Empire by Disney Interactive and Sony Computer Entertainment, obviously. What do we do on this one? In a single day and night of misfortune, the island of Atlantis disappeared into the depths of the sea. Of course, it's all about Atlantis and finding Atlantis. See-through controllers, and the disc's in good condition. And it has its book, and all that guff. And I haven't played it yet. But I will. I'll get to it. It might just be another standard platformer like Tarzan, which I've had for years. Oh, it looks a bit more like a sandbox style platformer. Looks fun. Now, what's next? Star Trek Invasion. Love Star Trek. I play Star Trek online a lot. I've got my own fleet on there. My brother Western Sam on there. And we've got about 100 and... It doesn't sound much. We have 169 people in our fleet. It is quite right. It is rising steadily. There's a lot more to do in that fleet. But anyway, we've got Star Trek Invasion. This one's... it's a bit like a Top Gun sort of game. You're flying around in small shuttles and vessels and sort of dogfighting in space. that sort of thing. No book, case is broken, but the disc is in pretty good condition, and I love the actual picture on there and the title on the disc. That's really nice. That's an Activision game. In fact, the case is falling off. Curse you, broken PS1 cases. Well, you can't complain. Dreamcast has got a lot to say for itself when it comes to case design as well. Legacy of Khan Soul Reaver. Never had the full game when I was younger. Only had a demo. Had one level on it. Thoroughly enjoyed it, but didn't have any money. Couldn't buy the game. So I picked it up now. I did not pay £13.97. That's how much it originally was. And that's at the price. The back of the case is there. The picture's there. No point in showing you the disc. It's already in the case. But I love Legacy of Khan. It's in pretty good condition. Another little gem. Moving on. Cool Borders. Another game which hasn't got its cover in it, but the case is in good condition. Pretty much good condition. It's got the back there. And I like the old snowboarding games on PS1. I think Cool Borders was one of the very first snowboarding games I ever saw on PS1. An uncle of mine was playing it up in Bristol back then. A couple of little things I picked up today, just to move these out of the way to start with. More brain training for the Nintendo DS. There's nothing wrong with keeping your mind active and bits and bobs. So I'll be having a go on that. And The Sims 2 Pets. I've played The Sims 2, all of them actually. I had all the expansions on the PC. I just thought I'd pick it up anyway. I mean, I can't argue. They're only, what, £1? So that's not my cheapest bargain here, but they're £1 each. So yeah, pick them up. My best bargain I got so far was these two PSP games. Tom Clancy's End War and Archer McLean's Mercury. I bet you can't guess how much I paid for those. Ready? 20p. 20p, it's 10p each. Couldn't believe it. I don't think the lady that was selling them actually knew what they were. But Mercury is an easy to learn, hard master, highly addictive. Okay, let's see. It's like balls of mercury. It's like a magnetic ball game, but it's with actual blobs of mercury. It says Archer McLean's Mercury has been specifically designed to take full advantage of the unique gaming experience offered by the PlayStation Portable. It is the most imaginative and compelling puzzle game to be released in recent years. The aim of the game is simple. Whilst not spilling too much, guide your Mercury around the 3D maze by tilting the level and navigating through the countless challenges encountered along the way. And, you know, I love little puzzle games, especially like that. I had a little one like that on my phone at some point. I completed that. And I've actually got a small... It's not a Tiger hand game, but it's a small digital hand game that's kind of the same. I'll do a video on that at some point. And of course we've got Tom Clancy's End War. It's a bit like a rare... I suppose you could say Red Alert, that sort of thing. Command and Conquer sort of game. Books in there, and UMD disc. Not bad condition. I've never actually played it. I don't know if you can see the pictures on the back of the case there. But yeah, it's like a top-down shooter like Command & Conquer. Looks interesting. I'll have a go. Why not? Oh, and there's the book and the UMD for Archer McLean's Mercury for the PSP. So it's a couple of PSP games, 10p each. Cannot argue with that. Next up, so here we are. My wife and I popped over to my father's yesterday to go and see him and spend a day with him. I had a nice time out in the garden in the sun. And he said to me, I've got something for you in a black bag upstairs. He brought the black bag downstairs. And I just had to feel the bag and I thought I knew exactly what's in there. And he managed to pick me up a Commodore 64 unit in the newer case. I do have the old bread bin ones, but none of their SID chips work in them, so they don't have any sound. But I have tested this one and it works beautifully with all my data sets and a couple of my games I tried on there, and I had an absolute shit ton of fun. And I love Commodore 64, and I've been after a working one with a working SID chip for years, and I finally got one. You can never tell when you buy or procure a second-hand Commodore 64 whether or not they're going to be fully working, because if the SID chip doesn't work, and then you don't get to enjoy all those wonderful musical tones from that chip, and it's 50% of the life of the Commodore 64 is its sound system. So yes, that's the Commodore 64. Not much in it. It's only a very, very light little system. Of course, it's only got one board in it, the keyboard. Right. Now we go into the PS2 games. I've got a couple of PC games in there as well, because I do collect from PCs. PCs I love. But I got lucky the other day. I found in a charity shop yesterday, it was actually, PS2 games, 3 for £1. So I pretty much bought nearly every single one, apart from football games, because, you know, football. I'm not a football man. So what have I got? What have I got? Right, let's just go through the cases. I'm not going to bother looking inside at the discs and everything, because that will take forever. So we'll have a nice quick rundown of what I've got. Need for Speed 2. Oh, sorry. Need for Speed Pro Street. Love the Need for Speed games. I only had Need for Speed Underground and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Need for Speed 2. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. That's after Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. It's a sequel to the Hot Pursuit series of Need for Speed. So we've got Need for Speed Pro Street. And we're going to put these, I'm just going to pop them there for now. This one I was a bit disappointed in, as I pretty much went through all the cases as I was looking at them, sitting in my wheelchair there. I was just, my wife was passing them to me and I was looking at them, and towards the end I just assumed that they were all in there, so I just picked up a few more. And unfortunately with this one, WRC World Rally Championship, this is the Platinum Edition of the game, I actually lucked out on this one unfortunately, because I bought an empty case. But I do have the book and everything, so now I just need the disc to put in the case, and then I'll have a copy of World Rally Championship, because I do like my rally games, and the PS2 and the original Xbox are actually pretty damn good for their old driving and rally games. You can't fault them, they're great little systems. And here's a little something I do love. Kung Fu Panda. Love a bit of Kung Fu Panda, nice DreamWorks game. Hopefully it's better than the crappy Shrek games that you get on the Xbox 360. So, skadoosh! I actually played a demo of this one on a 360, but my wife actually found me a PS2 release of Ratatouille, which I didn't even know was released on the PS2, but it was, and she picked me a copy of it up, so that'll be another game I'll be having a go at, bit of Ratatouille. Oh god, I'm dying here. Burnout 2, Point of Impact. Love my Burnout games. And another Burnout game, Burnout 3, Takedown. You can't argue with that. And I think I have another Burnout one here somewhere, so we'll get to that in a moment. So, Burnout 3, Takedown, Burnout Point of Impact on PS2. What do we have here? Robots. I've actually played the first level of that. I've got a little, I did get a little stuck on Parliament where I couldn't find a switch to turn these fans off. It's a great little platformer, and of course I love Robin Williams. You know, thought I'd have to play this game because I love the film Robots, and of course in his memory as well. I'm hopefully, I haven't got far enough yet, but I'm hoping he voices his character on there. And if we do, I'll be doing a video on that. Colin McRae Rally 2005. Love a bit of Colin McRae. Tony Hawk's Underground 2 on the PlayStation 2, of course. And Tony Hawk's Underground, the first one. Both of Tony Hawk's Undergrounds, I got them together on a car boot sale a while ago. This gentleman has them in a little case. They're all £1 each, so you can't really moan at that. Oh, we're unveiling what's behind. Tokyo Extreme Racer. I don't know what that's going to be like. It's made by Crave Entertainment and Ubisoft. Ubisoft are normally pretty good. I don't know, we'll be getting to that. It's got a very badly drawn picture on the back. I don't know if anyone can see this, but it just says, I don't know if that says Genki, the little yellow thing there. It's a really badly drawn stick figure. It says Genki, or maybe it's Polish for thank you, which is Genki, Dziękuję. I don't know. But Tokyo Extreme Racer, might be good, might be crap, who knows. Alter Echo, Alter Time, Alter Space. You play some kind of ninja who can alter time. I like ninjas, I like time travel, so I'm going to be having a go at that. Oh man, I'm dying here, my neck is killing me. Got to get this done, got to get it done. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. I didn't have that on the PS2, I only had the first, no, what did I have? The first game they released, Medal of Honor game for PS2, Medal of Honor Allied Assault, that's the one, where you fight on the beaches there. So now I've got Medal of Honor Rising Sun for the PS2, having a good playthrough on that. Like the Medal of Honor games. Controversial one here, some people like it, some people don't. Enter the Matrix. I quite liked it. I had a quick go on it a long time ago. I think it was a demo I played of it, actually. Played a lot of demos. But yeah, I thought I'd pick it up. It's becoming quite a rare title, so I thought I'd grab myself a copy of that. SSX3. I love my little snowboarding games. Good fun. That's EA Sports. Oh. Heroes of the Pacific by Codemasters. It's a dogfighting game in the World War 1 or 2. What's it say? WW2, World War 2. You get to fly around classic aircraft and have dogfights, just like if Top Gun was filmed during the Second World War. So there we are. Let's turn that round. Pacific Heroes. Ah. Ow. If only I could explain how my back and my neck and everything else feels at the moment. It's absolute... The GT Racers. Never played it, but it was £1, so why not? Well, 3 for £1 actually, so it was 3 for £1. Yep, scream through, then the stickers in the way, some of the most striking cities tearing up the roads of London, Paris, Berlin, Tokyo and New York. Graphics don't look too bad from the screenshots, but you never can tell, you never judge a book or a game by its cover. Need for Speed Carbon. I've heard bad things about this game. A lot of people didn't quite like it as much. But hey, it was in a 3 for £1 bin. I like Need for Speed games. It's mine. Rally games. My favourite driving games of all. Euro Rally Championship. I love rally games. I don't know what that's like, but I'm going to have a nice crack at it. It's obviously not going to be as good as Colin McRae, but it's a rally game. Why not? The Italian Job. LA Heist. It's a sequel based on the reboot of the Italian Job movie from, what years, done by Eidos, based on a 2003 blockbuster from Paramount. Not as good as the original film with Michael Caine, of course, but it's a whole game with a story mode based on you driving around in newer BMW Minis, or whoever makes them nowadays. I don't, you know, it's not Austin anymore, it's not original Mini, and they're not even small enough to be considered a Mini, but there we are. The game looks fun. I'm going to play it. Oh my god, that's so painful. Right. Red Dead Revolver. I've played Red Dead Redemption. I never knew about Red Dead Revolver on the PS2, so I played Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox 360, and that's actually backwards compatible for the Xbox One, which I'm now an owner of, the Xbox One, so I'm going to be playing some online with that at some point. But I thought I might step back into the past and have a go at this if I find a copy, and I have found a copy, and it looks pretty good. The Getaway. Again, I played a demo of this one. I've completed the sequel, only because I found the sequel first. That's Black Monday, but the original Getaway, I played a demo of it. Quite enjoyed it, driving around London. Graphics aren't brilliant, but they aren't too bad. Not quite on par with what came out around the same time of that. I think it was Vice City, maybe. I think GTA 3 was first. But hey, it's a story mode I like on those. I've completed Black Monday, it was quite tough. So I'm hopefully the Getaway is going to be just as much fun. Now then, what have we got here? Yes. Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX 2. I like me skateboarding games, and I actually played a demo of Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX and BMX 2, and I really liked it, so I thought, yeah, I'm going to have a copy of that. Why not? Even if I just ride around and smash him into a train, if that's the game that's got it on it. I don't know. Oh, yeah, FIFA 06. That just came in with a load of games that I got from someone. This one was really annoying. I thought, oh, Killzone, that looks fun. Glad I got a copy of that, and that was for free. Some person was getting rid of a stack of them from their house, and we drove over and picked them up, and I opened the cases as we were driving away, and Conflict Desert Storm. Okay, doesn't even start with a K. So I have a copy of Conflict Desert Storm in a Killzone case. Great. Anyway, I do have a copy of The Incredibles. Yes, that is in there. The Incredibles. Another Disney game. More my wife's thing, but I do like The Incredibles. Good fun movie. Needs a sequel. Really does need a sequel. I don't know why they haven't made that yet. Van Helsing. A movie I enjoyed quite a lot. Some people didn't like it as much. I did. I thought it was quite fun. Goofy at times, but fun. It's made by Sierra. And the graphics and the gameplay look quite fun on it. It's fighting werewolves and bats and all that sort of guff. So I'm going to have a good old crack at that. I'm falling apart. Come on, you can finish this. FIFA Football 2003. To be honest, I'm probably going to give these football games to my brother because he collects football games. He's got quite a few. He's got a PS2. He's only 14, but he's got a PS2. I rigged it up and tested it for him, so I'll give him the old football games. He might like a bit of a nostalgic football game, even if it is a managerial one. I don't know how you can sit there and just manage football teams. I really don't know. iToy Play 2. Can't for the life of me remember even if I have an iToy, but I have played on an iToy years ago. Not that I can actually play iToys with my physical condition, but I can always have a good laugh while watching my missus play it. She's actually pretty good at games. Then I've got a couple of PC games. Tetris World for the PC by THQ. It's everything you love about Tetris and more, with beautiful 3D graphics and 6 variations of Tetris gameplay. Hours will seem like minutes as you try to surpass your or your friend's best score. Everyone likes a bit of Tetris, and it's ported to the PC by THQ. So I thought, yep, I'm picking that up. I'm going to leave that just there because that's staying in here with my PC games. Bit of a brain trainer game. You know, I'm stuck at home all the time. I might, you know, I do my hobbies, my little videos and my gaming. But how about a little something cryptic for my brain? A little fuel for thought. So yes, brain trainer. Think better, faster and smarter. Why not have a go at that? Don't mind if I do. And here's quite a funny one I picked up for the PC here. I don't really understand why it even exists, but Fire Department 3. Ooh. It's like Backdraft, the game, without Kurt Russell or anything to do with Backdraft. You can see that properly. There we are. Fire Department 3. And in Fire Department 3 you have Red Hot Danger. The successful Fire Department series continues. It's a series. I didn't even know that. In this episode, the team of experts face new dangers, seek new places, and feel the brunt of personal vengeance, while the brigade travels across Europe and the United States. They are greeted with mysterious outbreaks of fires in a virus research lab, in a forest, a civilian airport, a prison, and even in the Channel Tunnel. Yeah, so it's like a top-down game. If you've played these, you know, hats off to you. I've never even heard of them, but I saw this one, I thought, why not have a go? And if you see the back of the cover there, it looks like a 3D top-down sort of game where you put out fires. Awesome. Kind of reminds me of that one on the PlayStation 1 that my cousin had a naughty copy of years ago when he used to chip the PS1s. I never did that to mine. I didn't like the thought of that. Wasn't going to do it. But I can't remember what it was called. I can't remember what it was called. I'll look it up and I'll add it to the video in the description so you know what I'm talking about. I'll just leave a pause here and then I'll put it up on the screen. Anyway. That's it. That one. It was quite a lot of fun. Until my cousin broke his PS1 and we couldn't play it anymore. Next up, Falcon 40 Allied Force for the PC. For the PC. I've actually got a 939 socket Windows XP AMD computer that actually has a very, very early dual-core CPU in it, which runs at 200 megahertz. She's actually quite fast. She's actually so fast that I can't play GTA Vice City on her because Tommy Vercetti just legs it across the screen at top speed without me being able to sort it all out. It has frame rate issues and things like that, but plays other games fantastic. So I think it's going to play Falcon 40 Allied Force really well. Now this is pretty much a Top Gun sort of game. The graphics for a Windows XP computer look quite stunning actually. It says Falcon 4.0 Allied Force, the most realistic, most absorbing jet sim money can buy. Falcon 4.0 Allied Force is a sophisticated combat flight simulator and an advanced wartime strategy game rolled into one. You are the pilot of a General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon, one of the most successful air superiority fighters ever made. Flying three precisely modelled, highly detailed and highly realistic variants of this awesome warbird, you will undertake a multitude of critical missions in an intensely volatile and totally dynamic war. And from the screenshots, if you can see them, I'll just hold it there. Sorry if I wobble, I'm in a lot of pain. It looks like a heck of a lot of fun. So yes, Falcon 4.0 Allied Force. That goes there, it's a PC game. A couple more PS2 games, and there's a 360 game there. Need for Speed Underground 2. I've had the first one since it was released. Never picked up a copy of Underground 2. But I have one now. Fun, fun, fun. Colin McRae Rally 4. Love Colin McRae. Now I have Rally 4. Juiced. Now, I played Juiced on the PC. I played a copied version of it back in the days when we used to copy things. I don't do that anymore. And I've actually played the actual retail copy of Juiced on a PC, and I found that it was a glitchy pain in the arse. But I didn't know that they'd actually released it on PS2. And if they release it on the console, hopefully, it should be optimised for the exact system configuration of the PS2, and it might actually be more playable than what's supposed to be the superior PC version. So yeah, why not? Oh my god. God, that's so painful. Oh, and I got Burnout Revenge as well. More from my Burnout game collection. And I also have the original Burnout 2. I think I've got all the Burnouts now. For the PlayStation 2. And I do also have Burnout Paradise on the Xbox 360. Because I love that game. That's fantastic. Forgiveness is for losers, people. Burnout fans. Am I lucky or what? Oh, and I just picked this up for a laugh. I haven't got a clue what it's like. It could be complete and utter garbage. I do not know. But truth or lies, on the Xbox 360, someone will get caught. A microphone is required. Is that going to see my finger? No. What's it say? Tell your most embarrassing moment. What's the naughtiest thing you have ever done? What secret have you never told your best mate? Have you ever fancied someone you... Recycling? Trade in a save or get cash? I can't read that bit because the label is in the way. It's at the top on the right there. So anyway, it says someone will get caught. You can see that there, I'm trying to read it. Put your friends in the hot seat to get Put your friends in the hot seat to get answers to all of the questions you've been dying to ask. The unique vocal calibration software lets you know whether or not your friends are telling the truth. Play Truth or Lies and discover what secrets are waiting to be revealed. So if you're really, really nosy, you know, then this is the game for you. Or if you don't trust your friends very much and you want a cheap lie detector alternative, Truth or Lies on the Xbox 360. I'll do a video on this. I don't know if it's any good. It might be crap, but it'll be a laugh. And last but not least, and I was after one of these for quite a long time. It seems silly, but I was actually... I'm just going to put these, just put them just there. I was actually after one of these for quite a long time, and I finally got my hands on a Sega Master System 2. It's not in the box, so I've taken it out at the moment because I was playing a game that my wife got for me. It took me a while to get that bloody thing working, but I got it working. This isn't the first Master System 2 release, the first Master System 2 release, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it originally shipped with Alex the Kid in Miracle World, or whatever it's called, that was on there. And then they re-released the Master System 2 with Sonic the Hedgehog, which a lot of people say is a poor man's port, or it's actually a complete game rebuild for the Sega Master System 2, when it was already out on the Sega Mega Drive, which we call it in the UK, or the Sega Genesis as they call it in the States. But anyway, it's Master System 2, it works fantastic. I actually played Sonic on this back in the day because I didn't have a Mega Drive or Genesis to play it on. And I actually got a couple of other games of it we had to go on. I've got a couple of copies of this on different platforms now. Just pop it over there so you can see it. Rainbow Islands for the Sega Master System, and California Games. I know a lot of people don't like California Games. It's not too bad on here, it's not brilliant. It's not as good as Track and Field 2. And my wife also picked me up a copy of Back to the Future 2, but it's only there we go. It's only a cartridge. Didn't have the box or the manual or anything with it. But that's what I've picked up so far, and my collection keeps on growing and growing. And I've got to be careful because I don't want to fill up my entire flat. We need to move. and get an adapted house for my needs. But my hobby and my videos and my voices and my wife, that's what keeps me going, and my brother who helps me. I hope you enjoy watching the video and just seeing all the things I've picked up, and if you picked anything up yourself or you're an avid collector, I'd love to know. I'd love to watch videos and see what other people have picked up. And on that note, I want to say thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-da!